Richie!" Storm shouted back. "There aren't any stars. No ground either. This is a boat."
"Ah, a very keen observation, Storm. Bully for you! Bully, I say!" "Bring her about, Tommy!" Dad shouted. Tommy, the oldest kid, was manning the wheel and letting the wind blow through his wavy hair, just in case any mermaids were checking him out, I guess.
"Drop anchor, Bick and Beck," cried Mom. "Then we need to do our pre-dive prep protocol." "Aye, aye," Beck and I shouted back.
Actually, it was more like, "Aye, aye, aye, aye," since there's two of us. It was time to climb into our wetsuits and put on our scuba gear. We were going on a dive. There was a ship just off the coast of Tonga, a vessel called the Port-au-Prince. Only it was under the water. That's right, it was a shipwreck. And legend had it, it was filled with treasure. Chapter 2. We dropped anchor and pulled on our wetsuits. Well, everybody except Storm and Uncle Richie. Neither one really liked getting wet. They were kind of like cats that way. Sort of made the whole seafaring, ocean-going thing a little tricky for them. "We shall remain on board and guard the treasures that this noble vessel already holds," Uncle Richie proclaimed dramatically, pointing one finger toward the sky.
"We'll probably also fix ourselves a sandwich," added Storm.
"Indeed," said Uncle Richie. "Tuna on rye might be nice." As we dug out our scuba gear, Storm gave us a quick lesson on the Port-au-Prince shipwreck.
"It was a British privateer," she said.
"Cool," said Tommy. "Pirate ships are always loaded down with pirate booty, and not the salty, cheesy kind they sell in supermarkets."
"Privateer ships are different from pirate ships, Tommy," Storm explained. "The Port-au-Prince was a private ship with a special commission from the English crown that gave it permission to attack and plunder the ships of Britain's rivals, Spain and France."
Dad picked up the story. He has a much more dramatic way of dishing out the facts. "And so, the Port-au-Prince entered Tongan waters in 1806 in search of whales for whale oil, a prized commodity at the time. However, the ship was quickly seized by the local chief, Fino Ulukalala II, whose warriors massacred most of the crew, including the captain, and then scuttled the vessel with all the treasure still on board."
"That means there's a vast amount of copper, silver, and gold resting with the wreck on the bottom of the sea," said Storm. "Not to mention a number of silver candlesticks, jewel-encrusted crucifixes, and gold chalices."
"Woohoo!" shouted Tommy, flapping across the deck in his flippers. "Let's do this thing!" As always, Tommy was the first one ready to dive.
"Buddy up," said Mom. "Go through your pre-dive checklist."
Beck and I checked out each other's equipment using the broth technique Mom and Dad taught us when we were toddlers. No, broth is not the noise people make when they barf. It means you check your buoyancy, weights, releases, air. Then you do a final okay, inspecting the fins, mask, and snorkel, checking out our dive flashlights, taking a compass bearing, and giving Mom and Dad a gloved thumbs up. While Beck and I barfed each other, Mom, Dad, and Tommy checked one another out too. "We're good to go," Dad pronounced. "Remember, it's even more important that we all stick together down below." He popped his regulator into his mouth and lowered his mask. We all did the same. Then Dad and Tommy scissor-kicked off the back of the